The Supreme Court has granted relief to Jagi Vasudeva's Isha Foundation by halting an investigation order by the Madras High Court. A bench led by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, along with Justice G.B. Pardewala and Manoj Mishra, issued the stay. The Madras High Court had previously directed the Tamil Nadu government to provide details of criminal cases filed against the Isha Foundation. Senior advocate Mukul Rastogi, representing the foundation, argued that the High Court's investigation was based on oral claims and violated religious freedom. As Sadhguru, the founder, has millions of followers, the Supreme Court has paused the investigation, which the High Court has initiated following a petition from a father alleging his daughter were being held and brainwashed at the Isha Yoga Center. During a hearing on rising pollution in Delhi NCR, the Supreme Court criticized the negligence of the Delhi and Punjab governments as well as the Air Quality Management Commission for failing to implement pollution control measures. The bench led by Justice A.S. Oka noted that neither the Commission nor the state government took steps to enforce the recommended action. The court ordered a status report on the situation to be submitted within a week, with the next hearing set for October 16th. The Air Quality Management Commission reported ongoing stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana, with 129 incidents recorded in Punjab and 81 in Haryana during the first half of the September. The Commission also noted that stricter pollution control rules are in place for Delhi NCR compared to national standards. Financial assistance has been provided to farmers, including Rs 150 crore for Punjab and Rs 75 crore for Haryana, to purchase crop management equipment. Additionally, 1,099 units violating pollution regulation have been ordered to shut down, and several review meetings have been held to ensure compliance. The Delhi High Court has closed the petition regarding the detention of environmental activist Sonam Wangchuk. The Delhi police informed the court that Wangchuk, who was detained at the Delhi border on September 30th, has been released. His release was requested before the Chief Justice on October 1st. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, representing the police, told the bench led by Chief Justice Manmohan that the prohibitory order imposed on September 30th has been lifted, and Wangchuk and his colleagues are now free to move. Wangchuk and about 120 others were stopped at Delhi's Singhu border during Padyatra while heading to protest at Rajghat. They were detained because they were marching to Delhi despite the imposition of Section 163 of the Indian Penal Code. The Supreme Court has delivered its verdict in the 1998 murder case of former Bihar Science and Technology Minister Brij Bihari Prasad. 6 individuals, including former MP Suraj Bhan Singh and Rajan Tiwari, were acquitted, while former MLA Munna Shukla and Mantu Tiwari received life imprisonment. The bench, comprising Justice Sanjeev Khanna, Sanjay Kumar, and R. Madhavan, ordered the 2 convicted to surrender within 15 days. Prasad was killed in 1998 on a hospital campus in Patna while undergoing treatment. At the time, Bihar was under the rule of Rashtriya Janata Dal's Rabri Devi. In 2009, a trial court sentenced 8 people to life imprisonment, but the Patna High Court acquitted all in 2014. The Supreme Court's ruling followed an appeal by Brij Bihari Prasad's wives Rama Devi and the CBI, with the final verdict sentencing 2 of the accused to life imprisonment. The Supreme Court has granted conditional bail to Sunil Damani, accused in a money laundering case linked to the Mahadev betting app scandal. Damani, who has been in a jail for 14 months, faced charges under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act (PMLA). A bench of Justice G.B. Pardewala and Manoj Mishra heard the petition challenging a Chhattisgarh High Court order that had denied Damani bail. The ED argued that Rs 1.5 crore was seized in the case, while Rs 5,000 crore was laundered abroad, with 45 accused involving in the scam. The court noted that Damani allegedly operated as a Hawala agent, assisting in the transfer of illicit funds. While granting bail, the court required Damani to appear before the ED every 15 days and prohibited him from leaving the country without court approval. Watch our special programs and share the videos to stay updated with the daily court proceedings.